Keeping you informed. This is In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS.
Welcome to In.form here on 101 Country, WBDC and 18 WJTS. I'm Kaitlyn Neukam, and today we are very, very pleased in the studio to have royalty with us once again. We have the Pike County royalty. We have Jayla Harris, Miss Pike County, as well as Faye Barber with the Teen Miss Pike County. So welcome, ladies. And first off, I want to say congratulations on your victory.
Thank you.
So let's go ahead and get into the pageant life. I am not a pageant person. I've not experienced any pageantry, but, there are some who, dedicate their lives to pageants until they get to win and have that experience. So can you each, maybe one at a time, maybe we'll start with Jayla, kind of get you prepped there. Can you tell us a little bit about your pageant experience? Like, is this the first time you guys have ever done a pageant? Have you been doing the Pike County pageants before? What's the kind of experience that you guys kind of bring to the table this year?
So I was junior Miss Pike County back in 2016, and I did a few random pageants when I was younger, but this is my first pageant I've done in about 5 or 6 years. So it was a lot to be back, but I forgot how much fun I had doing pageants. Growing up, I've always looked up to Miss Pike County, and my sister and I would play pageants with our Barbies. And it's just such a cool, kind of a full circle moment to be here and to be wearing this crown. And it's truly just such an honor.
That is fantastic. Faye, how about yourself?
I've actually not been doing pageants for that long. I think I started back in 2023, and I was running for Team Miss Pike County. I ended up getting second runner-up, and that was kind of my first ever title-ish. And then this year, I came back, and I ended up getting the title, which was an amazing experience because I didn't really expect to end up being able to come back here and do this. And it's just been a lot of fun to do it, go around to the fair, meet a bunch of new people, and do cool things like this.
Yes, so kind of some pageant underdogs, maybe take a break or maybe step away from it and being able to come back in and have a not swift victory, but, well-earned victory. That's very exciting for you guys. And again, seeing this as you've grown up and all of those things. And Jayla, I would be remiss if I did not mention you're also a former contestant of the WBDC Country Showdown. So I would imagine with the experience that you took from the showdown as well as performing in front of a whole auditorium of people, that has kind of led you to also have this confidence with pageantry stuff too as well, right?
Yes, very much so. I feel so at home on stage. I was involved in the school musicals. I sing and perform any chance I get. I'm really just at peace when I'm performing or singing. And being on stage with the pageant wasn't much different either. So I got to wear a pretty dress, walk around, not too bad.
Yes. So kind of remind us or maybe give us a refresher because we're kind of meeting you guys, let's say as a first time, that's air quotes. Tell us a little bit about, where you guys have gone to school, where you're going to school now, or what's life kind of look like for you guys? Because at 2 different age groups, I would imagine you're in 2 different places for life. And Faye, let's kind of start with you, and then we'll go to Jayla.
Well, I attend Pike Central High School. I'm an incoming sophomore this year. And like Jayla does, I also participate in the musicals, do stuff like that. I'm in the swing choir, so I do have stage experience, but I've never really done a pageant that long because it's not really been something I've been interested into until my friends started talking about it. I was like, oh, well, that kind of sounds fun, so I joined. That
is fantastic. Jayla, how about yourself?
Yes, so I, back in May, just graduated from Pike Central High School as well, so it was... I'm kind of diverting here for a little bit, but I was so happy when Faye won. Of course, I loved all the contestants, but Faye and I really hit it off during the musical, and we're both major Taylor Swift fans.
Oh, definitely.
Yes. And so it was just so good to be like, oh yes, Faye, and I was but yeah, it's me. But anyways, so I will be attending Belmont University in Nashville this fall. I was lucky enough to be accepted into the songwriting program. So I'm very, very excited for that and everything that awaits me down there.
Well, best of luck at Belmont. I know we have some good people from the county who end up down there, and we may not see them again for a while, but it's a great place to be down in Nashville. And Faye, I think that's super special that you guys kind of get to share the sisterhood of the pageantry as well, because we see that a lot with other areas area pageants as well. They see their best friend win, or, you know, maybe it's a year or two, and the people who have been in the royal court, they get to celebrate the winners that they grew up with or know. So being able to have your bestie there definitely doesn't hurt, right?
Oh, yeah, it's great. Jayla's always been, like, a fun person to talk to. I could always ask her any questions. She's never really been there to judge me or anything. And like she said, we are both huge Taylor Swift fans. And sometimes during the shows, we just sit there and, like, talk about Taylor Swift and the different albums. And obviously the theories of when Taylor may be releasing new music.
Definitely doesn't hurt to have a theorist friend with you at any given time. So, ladies, let's talk about that Pike County 4-H fair that's happening now until Sunday, July 27th. You guys have been out at the fair from what I've heard. What has it kind of been like so far? Is there anything that you found that you really were like, man, I didn't know I liked this, but this is an awesome event? Or what have you guys kind of been up to so far as the fair is concerned?
So far we've kind of hit it off with a bunch of animal shows. You did the opening ceremony parade, which was really fun because you get to see a bunch of people, meet new people, and yeah, that's probably about it.
Yes. Last night I had the honor of judging a goat and pony pageant last night, which was very interesting. So far we've just been at the animal barns a lot, which is really interesting to see. I'm a 10-year 4-H member, but I've only ever done building projects. And so I've never been out in the barns too much, but it's really cool to see just the dedication that these kids put into their animals. And, like, I could not be out there swatting the pig, and I was like, oh my gosh. But yeah, and so tonight I'm really excited. We have a mullet competition.
Oh,
yes.
The coveted mullet competition.
You'll definitely want to come see it because we have a very fun thing planned tonight.
Yeah.
That was very ominous, but we'll take it. Faye, is there, like, what was your experience with 4-H? Are you, like, currently doing various 4-H projects, or, like, what is your kind of experience with the 4-H program?
So I actually moved to Pike County in 2nd grade, and I think we ended up joining Pike County's 4-H maybe my 4th grade year.
Gotcha.
So we've been doing 4-H since then, and I've had a few projects, and this year I actually got a grand champion in the baking portion. We baked yeast rolls, and it also is going to State Fair. And what's the one? I think it's Florida Culture. That's what it's called.
Mm-hmm.
That one also got reserved grand champion, and that one's also going to State Fair. And there's actually kind of a funny story about that. Originally, I had created a bouquet for my Florida Culture project, but I was actually supposed to have, like, the thing that was supposed to go on the suit. I forget what that's called.
The lapel? Corsage?
Maybe, kind of thing, yeah.
I think that's what it's called. So I was actually supposed to have that, but I didn't. So, like, 20 minutes before we turned into my project, I had to quickly whip something up.
You know, being on the fly there and being very adaptable, that's kind of part of it. But you guys bring up a fantastic point of you do not need to, you know, just have animals to participate in 4-H. You can bring your exhibits, you can bring your poster projects, you can bake, you can make flower arrangements and all that stuff, which is one of the integral parts of the diversity about 4-H. Now, ladies, I have to ask you probably the most difficult question that I always get, you know, backlash from. It's very controversial. But what is your favorite part about the Pike County 4-H Fair? Whether it's the food, whether it's the rides, whether it's the free entertainment, whether it's just hanging out with friends all week long, whether it was the pageant this year, what is, like, your favorite part or favorite parts of the fair?
This is going to sound really cliche, but the people. I forget until it's Fair Week, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is literally the best week of the year because there's so much to do, there's so many people to see, and your friends and family come out, and then just members of the community. It's so great to see everybody, but also I am really excited for the demo derby. That's going to be Saturday night. It's so fun to watch. That's just plain and simple.
That's right.
Yeah.
How about yourself, Faye?
Kind of following with Jayla, the community is definitely the best part to see because you always see everyone having a great old time. No one seems to be sad. It's just fun to meet everyone, meet all the new people, ride rides with a bunch of strangers and make those memories with them. It's just so fun to be able to laugh, especially sometimes when you get stuck on the ride, malfunctions, and you guys just start sharing stories, and you get to share the experience forever.
That's perfect. Well, ladies, again, congratulations on this great honor. I know you'll reign over the rest of the Pike County 4-H Fair this week with a lot of energy, a lot of excitement and whatnot, and we appreciate your time here today. And, you know, best of luck for the rest of the year as you celebrate as Miss Pike County and Teen Miss Pike County. But thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Fantastic. You guys have been listening and watching your In.form program here on 101 Country WBDC and 18 WJTS with the Pike County 4-H Fair royalty.
This has been In.form on WBDC and 18 WJTS. Catch past episodes on our social media pages and our websites. If it matters to you, it matters to us. In.form.